The previous run good for on second. 2 minutes remaining in this. Coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Genzi. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind. And McManus able to put it through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 7.
So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Raven offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again.
They're 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Jackson now. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. From the gun, Jackson, as the Ravens push further out in front. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Come on, D.
Goff now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up the holding call.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to throw one up for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run once more with the 1,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Switch up, switch up. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Jared Goff, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos come into that lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Let's go, defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Check nine, check nine. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos 22-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Man, I got you.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun.
I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession. No turn.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Here's gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Jackson on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Jackson to throw. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Third and short, McKinnon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 42 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check 47. Check 99. Value 1. Topper.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Got a man open, it's Sutton. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Alex Anzalone in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
95.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And a Raven first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Watch the run.
Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking the 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Hey, 20. Check, 47. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Two. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
3rd and long. It's gone. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Pick up the ball. He's coming.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Today's final score, Ravens 54, Broncos 10.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I